All right, we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll start with our opening meditation. Just go ahead and get comfortable in your chair. You can arrange your position, your hair, your clothing, fidget any way you need to in order to get comfortable. Shake it all out. And then just start to settle in. Find a place of stillness that feels correct and comfortable to you. And we'll start to bring your focus inward. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes. If that feels too unnatural at the start of your practice, you can just soften the gaze down. Just helping to train your focus inward. And just starting to soften through the facial expressions, the facial muscles. Before we do anything else, without changing anything, without trying to affect or adjust anything, just notice how you are into your practice. How you feel in your body, in your mind. Noticing the state of your emotions. No judgments, no adjustments yet. Just observe, acknowledge, and accept. Notice how you feel in your body. Any discomfort or pain. Maybe you feel pretty relaxed today. Maybe excited or anxious, fidgety. Again, no judgment, just notice. Notice the state of your emotions. Notice if you're feeling stressed or tired, peaceful or calm. Maybe you have something this weekend you're excited about, something that happened during the week that you're stressed about. Just observe, acknowledge, accept. Notice the thoughts standing out to you in your mind. Maybe replaying the journey, trying to get here to your practice, getting ready, leaving the house, driving here. Maybe looking forward, looking ahead rather, to your to-do list. Everything you need to do later in the day. Or maybe just already starting to feel grateful to yourself for setting this time aside and making it here. Whatever those thoughts are, just acknowledge them. Gradually, we'll start to let all of that fade away little by little, even if not completely. Just a little bit more. Go ahead and take a deep, full breath in. Exhale, let it go. And again, inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, start thinking about what you want to take in during your practice today. Exhale, thinking about what you want to let go. Releasing control of the breath for now. And just feeling the effects of a few deep breaths. Feel the muscles, let's say, start to soften just a tiny bit. The mind starts to clear. The nerves start to calm. And let's just start to find a little bit more softness in the body. Notice the toes. Are they squeezing or wiggling? See if for a moment you can let them fall. Heavy, limp on the floor. Checking in with the leg muscles, the calves and the thighs. Notice if there's any slight tightening in any of these muscles. And see if you can soften just a little. Checking in with the muscles in the front of the body. Allowing the chest and the stomach to rise and fall with each breath. Noticing the shoulders, if they're pressing up or down. And just notice, see if you can soften and release. Noticing any tightness in the muscles in the arms. any holding on with the hands or fidgeting the fingers, and see if you can let them fall heavy in your lap or down by your sides. Checking in with the muscles in the neck, the head, and the face, softening through the jaw, creating a small space between your back teeth, allowing the tongue to relax. Moving up the forehead, allowing the eyebrows to rest, not pressing together, lifting up or pressing down. Just allow everything to be. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let go. Again, breathing in. Exhale, release. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Now, starting to shift your focus to the world around you, the moments that we're in, story that's happening now. Start to notice the things you can feel outside your body. Notice how the chair supports you here in this space. Notice the points of contact between the body and the chair. And allow those points of contact to get bigger as you soften and melt into the support of the chair. Feeling the weight of the hands in the lap, if that's where you have them. Feeling the ground as it supports both the chair and your feet. Feeling the clothing around the skin, the hair, where it touches the forehead or the neck. Feel the air around you. Notice its temperature. Start to notice what you can hear here in this moment. Noticing the sound of your own breath. The sound of a fan in the room. The clock ticking. Noticing sounds from down the hall, down the stairs. Taking it all in and just allowing it to be. Noticing anything you can smell or taste here in this moment. And allow yourself to observe the darkness behind your eyelids. Noticing any shapes, light, colors, or maybe that's just a clear sheet of dark. Now, once again, allowing yourself to feel gratitude to you for getting yourself here, setting aside this time to reset, doing something beneficial for your mind and your body. Let that feeling of gratitude just spread throughout your body. Notice where this feeling starts, maybe in the stomach or in the chest. And just allow it to spread. And then take a moment to remind yourself why you're here. Maybe you have something specific you would like to experience, or maybe something specific that you would like to let go of, that you would like to experience less of. Maybe a little bit of both. Hold that intention in your mind. And then let it go. Allowing it to come into your experience in its own time, naturally, without force. Preparing for our warm-up. When you're ready, your next inhale will lengthen through the spine, throwing the top of the head towards the ceiling. The tailbone moves down into the chair. Exhale, go ahead and drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, you'll come up to ear over shoulder. Exhale, brings you down through center. And inhale, carries you up to the opposite side. Inhale, lifts you up, and exhale, lowers you down, just going at your own speed, side to side here. Letting the head be heavy, letting the shoulders be still, really letting that opposition happen between the shoulders and the head. Allowing yourself this time to unpack any emotions being stored on the shoulders, anything that you feel you've been carrying on your back. Allow yourself to lighten your load here. Take off that backpack. Allow yourself some freedom. Remembering you can customize this exercise. So even though we do it every single week, it might feel different from week to week, depending on the weather, the way you slept, whatever activities you did yesterday, anything that's going on in your life. Any stress can affect your shoulders. So just notice and honor what your body's asking for. Maybe you need to pause and take a few deep breaths in one position. You're welcome to do that. Maybe you want to do a few full circles. You're always welcome to do that. Or maybe you just need a break. You can pause from the exercise and just focus on your breathing. Just spending the time here, getting the unpack. Inhale is up. Exhale is down, matching movements of breath. Customizing as you like to. Maybe assigning a color to the tension in your body and just visualizing that color leaving the body as you start to stretch out and create space. Every time you breathe in, imagine taking in everything you came here to experience. Maybe assigning a color to that feeling as well. Maybe you breathe in light, cold. Maybe you breathe out dark, broad. Yeah. Coming through center, we'll rest with the chin to the chest. Once you get there, there's no rush. Holding here, stretching through the back of the neck. And inhale, coming back through center. Dropping the hands for a few sun breaths. Inhale, keeping the shoulders nice and soft, arms stretch up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Matching the pace of your breath. Inhale is up, exhale is down. Again, breathing in that light energy, whatever it is you came here for. Breathing out what it is you want to let go of. Complete one more at your own pace, hold it with the hands at the heart. Together, let's lift, inhale. Exhale, press or lace or coming up and over. Either side is fine. Getting into the ribs, making space there. Inhale, take it back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center, and exhale, switch. Inhale, center, and just start to draw a circle on the ceiling, getting into the chest and the rib. Reverse direction when you're ready. Inhale, go tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Great, let's bring the hands all the way to the knees. Do a few shoulder rolls here. And reversing direction. Welcome into seated cat and cow next. So inhale, we're taking the heart forward. Exhale, we're rounding the shoulders forward. Repeating at your own speed. Matching movements of breath. Once again, we're working our way down the spine, stretching out, moving the energy around, making space for any tightness or discomfort to start to leave the body. Great, a few more breaths like this. Switch into circles when you're ready. Inhale across the front. Exhale across the back. Great. Getting into the hips a tiny bit. Reverse direction when you're ready. Inhale across the front. Exhale across the back. Good. Moving any stale energy around. Welcoming in fresh new energy for the weekends. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, drop the hands by your side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Maybe even a little bit slower than last time now that we're into it a little bit. Inhale is up, exhale is down. And so bringing our hands behind the head for this next one. Inhale is up. Exhale, lacing the fingers together, nice and gentle, keeping the elbows as wide as you can. We're gonna go do cat and cow one more time. This time it's in the chest a little bit more. If you'd rather bring the hands to the knees at any point, you can do that. It's the same breathing pattern. Inhale forward, exhale back. Few rounds like this. Stretch, chest stretches are great for helping to inspire better posture, releasing the tension through the front of the body, and can also be very energizing as well. Inhale back to center. Exhale, elbow to the ceiling either side. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. One more time each direction. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Inhale, tall. And exhale, release. Great. Hands to the knees and shoulder circles here. Dropping the hands. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great. And again, inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Coming into our twist. So remember, you don't have to make contact with the knee and the elbow. We're just going in that direction, but we're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow towards the right. As long as it's comfortable, we're gazing up over that top shoulder at the ceiling. Holding here, squeezing out any toxin. Inhale, let's take it back to the center. Exhale, other side, same thing. Deep breath again. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, switch. Breathing. Maybe closing the eyes or finding a focal point. Inhale, center. And exhale, switch. Inhale to center. And exhale, release. Go ahead and release your wrist. Go ahead and shake it out, whatever feels good. We're coming into our forward fold next. So when you're ready, you can sit back in your chair if that feels better. Inhale, take the hips a little bit forward, and then exhale, we're melting down. Just take your time, go nice and slow. You can stop at your elbows, reaching for the shins or relaxing, melting over the thighs, whatever position feels best to you. And remember, you don't have to commit to one position. The stretch, the feelings in the stretch may change as you hold, so you can always move around if you need to. Stretching can be uncomfortable, but remember, it should be painful. So if you're finding that you are in a lot of pain from any position, just go ahead and make some adjustments. Allow yourself to really enjoy your practice. Finding your breath here. Using it to help you to settle in a little bit. We do hold this one for a little bit longer just to let the stretch really take effect and allow the body to benefit. Releasing here in this pose through the hips, the low back, shoulders, perhaps the back of the neck. Every exhale, just finding a little bit more softness, asking yourself, where can I relax a little more? A few more breaths here. We'll just hold quietly for a few moments. Remember, you can adjust as needed. Staying in the pose, let's take one more full round of breath. So take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, let go. One more big breath in. On the exhale, go ahead and start to work your way back up very slowly, very slowly. Relax through the shoulders, through the neck. Or just take a moment to pause and close your eyes, whatever feels best to you. Great. All right, starting to work on the hips. So let's go ahead and take hold of that right knee first. So we're just gonna circle it out a little bit. You can do big or small, fast or slow, whatever feels best. Which direction? Right. And we'll just do a little in and out with the knee. Then we're going to come into our pigeon stretches next. So with the right leg on top, the modification is to cross the ankles. That's always an option. But you can have the ankle up on the knee, whatever you like. We're coming to another forward fold here. So when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold over the legs. Great. Now, this is a big stretch, so just stay with your breath. Keep it nice and slow and soft. And try to, if you can, prevent tension from building in the body due to the discomfort of the stretch. See if you can keep the hands soft. The shoulders are soft. Continuing to keep the jaw relaxed, even though we're really focused on our practice. The forehead is still smooth. Right, we're just resting here to allow any emotions or experiences that store themselves in the hips throughout the week, just allowing that to start to work its way out. Find your breath. And we'll take a few quiet breaths here. As we hold, just paying attention to how the stretch changes and honoring it if your body needs you to switch positions. We have a few more breaths here. Just enjoy. Continuing to ask yourself where can I relax a little bit more. One more big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and work your way up. Our next pose is with the same leg position. If you need to stretch it out or take a rest, you can. We're going to come into a twist here. So inhale, lengthening. Exhale, it's the left hand that's going to reach for the knee. Great. Right hand can just rest, or you can wrap it behind your back. And then we're gazing over that right shoulder. Over here. We're sitting nice and tall. Deep breath. One more big breath in. Exhale, slowly start to release. Great. So release. Bend and stretch the knee. You can circle up with the ankle, whatever feels good to you. All right, we're gonna do that same sequence on the other side. So remember, it might feel exactly the same, might feel a little different. Just keep an open mind. Modification. Oh, actually, sorry. Let's do our circles first. So go ahead and take hold of that left knee, and then we'll do a few circles here. Good, both directions. Great. Then you're opening close, just swing it in and out. Good. And then we'll come to our pigeon from here. So again, modification is to cross the knees, or you can do ankle on the knee. Do both. It's up to you. When you're ready, inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, start to melt over that. Finding softness, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hands like a jaw. Find your breath. Start to settle in. Making adjustments as needed. Observing if it's any different on this side than the other side. And then just bringing your focus inward. Picturing that tightness and discomfort leaving the body. Making space, bringing fresh, positive energy. Let's take one more full breath here, holding the pose. Big breath in. Exhale, let go. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly working your way up to a seat. Nice and tall. Great. You can take a rest if you need to. Otherwise, we're moving right to our twist. So our inhale is to lengthen. Exhale, we're reaching with the right hand across the body. And then you can go ahead and rest that left arm or up behind your back, whatever you like. Breathing over that left shoulder, maybe finding a hold or just softening the eyes closed. Find your breath. Might be tricky here in this pretzel position. Do the best you can. One more big breath in. Exhale, unwinding practice today. Great. Go ahead and release the leg. And then switch. Relax the ankle. Okay. We'll do a few sun breaths with chair pose. You can always just sit or just stand if you would rather. Inhale is going to lift us up. And then exhale, nice and controlled. Coming right back down, keeping the knees pointing directly forward. Dropping. Going at your own speed. Match the pace of your breath. Wait, a few more. We'll stay on our feet for the next one. Inhale is up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. You can keep them here. You can bring them down by your sides, whatever feels best to you. Just adjust, and then just taking a quiet moment here to check in with yourself. Allow yourself to feel your feet on the floor, throwing the top of the head up to the ceiling. One of the best things to do when you're feeling very in your head and very kind of busy, fuzzy, a little stressed is to bring your focus down to your feet. Feel your connection to the earth and help yourself move from your mind and into your body, into the present moment, rather than imagining possibilities of things that may or may not happen. Just start to allow yourself to feel where you are now and what is happening now. So just taking a second here to do that. Bring your focus down to your feet. Feel yourself existing in this moment, in this body. Feel the support from the floor. And then just checking in with yourself. How are you doing at this point during your practice? Remember the areas in your body that you noticed were a little stiff or tight at the start of your practice. And just check in, see if there's anything you can do now to soften. Check in with your breath. It might be a little quicker now from having moved around, and that's okay. Just notice. And pausing once again to offer yourself some gratitude. Being grateful to yourself for bringing yourself here this morning. And just feeling grateful for your body, for everything it does for you every single day. Take a breath in and exhale. You can bring your hands by your sides if they aren't already. We'll take a sun breath here. Inhale, extend. Pressing or lacing once again. Exhale, we're coming over. Same as what we did in the chair, either side is fine. If you want to, you can kind of lean that hip away here to intensify the stretch now that we're a little bit more warmed up. Inhale, take it back to center. Great, same thing other side. Exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Once more. Exhale. Inhale tall, and we'll draw that circle on the ceiling. Good. You can look up at your fingers, or you can keep your chin neutral, whatever feels best. Reverse direction. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's twist it out a little bit between your arms and swing. Good, and then just let the gravity kind of take them, allowing the movement to get smaller and smaller very slowly. Great. And then we're going to come and face the seat of the chair next. So flipping the chair around to face you. Shouldn't matter too much for this next part. If you have space, you can do it not, so don't worry about that for right now. Okay, let's start in table pose. So we'll inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, placing the hands on the seat of the chair, spreading out the fingers, pressing into the pointer and the thumb. So the wrists are under the shoulders and the ankles are right under the hips. If you need to bend your knees, if you're really tight, you're always welcome to do that. Few rounds of cat-cow here in this position. So inhale as you drop the stomach. Exhale as you press the chair away, rounding the spine. Great. So we've already done a couple cat-cows today. We did with the hands on the knees, and we did it again with the hands behind the head. And now we're here doing it on our feet. So just notice the differences. Maybe you should feel it more in your hamstrings. You're doing it this way. Maybe it affects the shoulders a little bit differently. Just observe. If you don't notice any differences, that's fine too. Just allow yourself to fully experience your experience. And then you'll go ahead and introduce some organic movements. So any sticky spots in the ribs, in the torso, you can just kind of wiggle around, wiggle in the hips. Just doing what feels good to you. It doesn't have to be any structured specific movements. Good. We'll do a little twist from here. So when you're ready, inhale, we're going to lift the right arm straight up to the ceiling. Great, open the chest. Should go nice. Breathe in here. Big breath in. Exhale, just bring your hand right back up to the chair. Go right to the other hand. Inhale, lift it up. Great. Hold it here. Breathing. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it back down. One more time each direction. Inhale, right arm lift. Hold in here. Maybe your left leg is bending. Maybe they're both straight, whatever feels best to you. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring it down last time. Inhale. Sweep it up. Good. Big breath in. And exhale. Release it down. Good. Bending the knees. Inhale. Sweep the hands up. Exhale. Hands to heart. Great. Give yourself a moment here and release your wrists. We're going to come into a forward fold next. And just hold it for a little bit, just to stretch out the whole back of the body. Very common for the nervous system as well. So we'll start in the same position we just in. So inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale, coming forward. So you can start with your hands on the chair. If this is as far as you'd like to go, for any reason, that is okay. You can also choose to come down onto your elbows or reach for the legs for support. You can also just rest it down. Even if you can't touch the floor, you can just let your body hang down if that feels comfortable to you. Just find a position that works for you. If you get dizzy easily, you might want to keep the head kind of supported. If not, you can let it go. That should feel really nice for the back of the shoulders. You might even try shaking the head yes and no in your forward fold to really find some release in the neck. And find your breath here. Maybe you're holding in stillness, and that feels like a good stretch for you. Maybe you add some movement, either swaying the hips side to side or bending one knee at a time. Great, just staying with your breath. Imagine any last bit of tension camping out in the body, or imagine it rolling down off your spine, down your back, off of your head, puddling onto the floor, and just evaporating. Allow it all to roll off of you right here. Let's take one more big breath in. Stay for the exhale. So we're bend the knees as we inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Great. Pausing here, just let the blood flow back down. Give yourself a second. And then whenever you feel ready, don't rush. Come to stand behind the chair. Coming into our balancing poses here, but if you're not up for it, you don't have to try balance. You can always keep both hands on the chair. You can always keep both feet on the floor. We're starting in mountain pose, so finding our so starting at the top, you're trying to have your ears right on top of your shoulders. So just try to straighten up the back of your neck. And sometimes we're, especially when we're very busy, we can kind of get ahead of ourselves literally with our nose out in front. So see if you can kind of just align and then allow the shoulders to be right over the hips. And then just separate the feet so that the hips are right on top of the knees, on top of the ankles, with the toes moving forward. Right. Imagine pressing evenly into the toes and the heels. Pressing down away from the floor. Great. And then once you feel stable, you can go ahead and start to shift into your tree pose. So that might have both feet on the floor. That might have a foot on the ankle. That might have a foot on the calf or the thigh. Just make sure you're not pressing against your knee. You want your foot above or below your knee. But you can pick any position you like. And then if you want to add a balance, you can lift both hands. You can do heart center. You can grow your branches. You can open your arms. You can do both hands if you want to. It's completely up to you. Just keep your gaze forward. And have fun with it. If you fall from your tree pose, just slowly find your alignment. Take your time and go back up. And right. All trees blow in the wind. It takes a long time for them to grow. So just take your time. When you're ready, no rush at all. You can play around for as long as you'd like to. We're going to start to transition into the other side. So coming out and just shaking it out. Pedal through your feet, lifting one heel at a time. Good. And then find your alignment once again. Make sure everything is stacked. And then find tree pose on your other foot. It doesn't have to be the same one. You can do something different on the side if you want to. It's up to you. One more breath in. Exhale, release from your toes. Good. All right, shake it out. You can lift one heel at a time again. That feels good. Relax to the bottom of your feet. All right, we're gonna work our way back down into our chair and start slowing things down. As we rest down into the chair, enjoy that initial feeling of release. Allow yourself to just soak it in. And then once again, just let yourself get comfortable if there's any adjusting you need to do, or if there's any poses we didn't get to that you wanted to do, you can go ahead and take this time to do that now. Any last stretches. And then when you're ready, just finding a position that will be comfortable to hold for your meditation. Notice the pace of your breath, maybe moving a little quicker now that we've been moving around just a little bit. And just invite your breath to gradually start to slow without forcing it. Take the breath in. And release. Big breath in. And exhale, release. Once more breath in. And exhale, release. And once again, just move with the body, noticing if there's anywhere that you can release right away. If there's any tightness in the shoulders, the hands, soften through the jaw. Allow the stomach and chest to rise and fall as we breathe. And release any tightening in the leg or arm. And just start to notice any differences in your body now. Differences from when you first started to now. There may still be some tightness or discomfort, but maybe you were able to release some of it. And just setting the intention to relax even just 2% more as we come into our body scan. As each part of the body is named, just allow your focus to shift to that part. Just feeling everything in that area there is to feel, and then right away moving on to the next. Starting with the toes, the bottoms of the feet, tops of the feet, the heels, the ankles, the shins and the ankles. Keep your attention all around the knees, all around the thighs, into the hips, all the way around the waist, the lower stomach, the lower back. Keep your attention from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the spine. And bring it to the rib cage, the chest, collarbone, shoulder blades, all the way around the shoulders, the upper arm, elbows, forearms, the wrists, palms of the hands, backs of the hands, and all 10 fingers. The sides and the back of the neck, the throat and the jaw, back of the head, sides of the head and the ears, the tongue and the teeth, the eyelids and eyebrows, and the top of the head. Bring your focus to the entire right side of the body, the entire left side of the body, the entire front of the body, and the entire back of the body, the entire top of the body, and the entire bottom of the body. Now the whole body together as one piece, resting heavy on the chair, fully supported. Imagine from your toes all the way up the body, down the arms, into the top of the head, being filled up with that beautiful golden color we talked about at the start of class. Imagine dark fog leaving the body, representing whatever it was you came here to let go of. And imagine that golden healing light filling you up, representing whatever it was you came here to gain. Identifying the area in the body where you feel the most peace right now. Maybe there's a peaceful feeling in the stomach or the chest. Maybe in the feet. Wherever it is in the body where you feel most calm, hold your attention there for a moment. Now start to allow that feeling to spread throughout the whole body. Like warm water just spreading from one place to the next. Allowing you to feel peaceful and at ease. Allowing you to feel safe and healthy and happy. Bringing our focus back to our breath. We're going to start to invite the exhales to become longer than our inhales, remembering that we use this to send the signal to our brain that it's a safe time to relax. So without any counting just yet, just take a breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can hold that out for a little bit longer than the length of time it took you to breathe in. Just do this a couple times in your own pace. As you breathe in, just see if you can hold the out breath a little bit longer. A few more times. Maybe it feels forced, maybe it feels natural at this point. It doesn't matter. Either way, just notice. We're going to start to add a count next. If the numbers don't feel comfortable to you, you can always change them. But we'll try breathing in, count to 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6, hold for 2, inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6, hold for 2, breathe in for 4, hold for 2, breathe out for 6, hold for 2, in for 4, hold for 2, out for 6, hold for 2, in for 4, hold for 2, out for 6, hold for 2, in for 4, hold for 2, out for 6, hold for 2. Now catching on your own. Maybe seeing if you can do in for 5 and out for 7. And repeating. If you're feeling up to it, maybe even out for 8, but just adjusting in a way that feels comfortable to you. Do more. Meditating on your breath and the numbers in your mind, sending that signal to your brain that it's safe to relax. Now letting go of your breath counts. Allowing the breath to come in and out however it wants to as we start our guided visualization. For our meditation today, I'm just going to say some words that are not related to each other. And you're just going to observe the images and feelings that these words bring to your mind. And just as we do the body scan, allow your mind to hop from one image to the next without getting attached to either. Imagining a red rose, waves on the beach, a rainbow in the sky, emerald green leaves, fresh baked cookies, a sprinkled donut, a beautiful blue dress, fresh cut grass, birds singing in the springtime, a brand new book, an old favorite book, a comfortable chair, a cup of coffee, your favorite view, your favorite sound, soft, playful puppies, a ballerina on stage, a balloon in the sky, a smile from a friend. Now holding in stillness for about a minute, focusing on our breath and just allowing ourselves this time to heal. We'll rest quietly in meditation, and my voice will call you back into the room when it's time. Very slowly, start to bring your focus back to the room, tuning to what you can feel around you, the sounds you can hear. Start to bring back some small movements from the energy into the body and allow the movements to grow in a way that feels natural to you. And then find yourself in a nice tall seat in the center of the chair, taking your time, no rush to get there. We'll seal our practice with a final sun breath, dropping the hands. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste.
Thank you.